it's Brittany and welcome back to Veritmas 2021. It's that time again. Let's get back into the advent calendar. So we got, girl, I swear to God, if you don't open up, these doors always close back. Like they close again. I want you to open. Alright. I am over these damn balls. So how many has that been? Like 8 now? Bitch. Alright, getting into this video. This is probably one of the creepiest things I have ever heard. This is the scariest, well, okay, I don't know if it's the scariest story from Russia, but I'm probably calling that, like putting that in the title, that it's the scariest story from Russia, because it is. And you will see why. This is about a couple that are living in their apartment and they start experiencing some weird, very bizarre things happening around them. Terrifying AF. Let's get into it. A month ago, my girlfriend and I got engaged. We moved into a new apartment and began living together. It was the first time either of us had shared an apartment, so it was a new experience for both of us. Everything went well until 2 weeks ago when I noticed that my girlfriend was acting very strange. She became so attached to me that it felt like she couldn't stand being away from me for a moment. One evening, she said to me, "When you're not at home, I still feel you near me." I thought she was just being affectionate. However, a few days later, she told me something else. "Whenever you're at work, I often hear your voice, as if you were calling my name." This began to happen more and more as the days went by, and I started to get a little worried about her. One day, when I arrived home from work, I found her sitting silently at the kitchen table, staring blankly at the wall with a glazed look in her eyes. I grabbed a chair, sat down beside her, and asked her what was the matter. "I think there's something wrong with me," she said. "Why do you think that?" I asked her. "I saw you today. You walked from the kitchen into the bedroom, and then you stood back to me, staring out the window." "But I was at work all day." That's when I really began to worry. I suspected that my girlfriend was losing her mind and starting to have hallucinations. Over the next few days, she kept telling me that she saw me in the apartment when I was at work. She could even describe exactly what I was wearing. My girlfriend was also acting more and more strange. She was getting more and more quiet, and she was terrified of being left alone. Sometimes she would just sit there silently, staring at me. Last night, my girlfriend was very tired and decided to go to bed early. Just before she nodded off, she said, "You're not here." I told her, "I'm right here. Don't worry, everything's fine." "No, you're not here. You're in the kitchen." Just then, I heard a dull noise coming from the kitchen. It sounded like a chair scraping across the floor. Then, I heard the sound of footsteps walking down the hallway. All of a sudden, the handle on the bedroom door began to turn, and the door slowly began to open. The door swung open, and I saw a man standing there in the doorway. It was me. It's difficult to describe exactly what I saw. It was me, but at the same time, it wasn't me. It was as if I was staring at myself in a mirror, but the other me had cold, lifeless eyes. The other me looked at me for a moment, then turned and left, shutting the door behind him. It took me a moment to recover from the shock, and then I sprang off the bed and I ran after him. The hallway was empty. I checked the kitchen, then the bathroom, but he was nowhere to be found. The other me simply vanished. It was terrifying. And then, as I stood in the hallway, trying to figure out what had just happened, trying to calm myself down and convince myself that it was just a hallucination, I heard a faint voice coming from the kitchen. It wasn't my voice. It was the voice of my girlfriend.
"We are here to stay forever."
I realized that my girlfriend wasn't in the kitchen. She was lying in the bedroom, exactly where I had left her just seconds before. I was so frightened, I started trembling. I ran into the bedroom, grabbed my girlfriend, and dragged her with me out the front door. We left the apartment that very moment and spent the night in my parents' house. So if you know why this story terrifies me. He was literally face to face with his doppelganger. So when his girlfriend thought that he was at home, when he was actually at work, that was the doppelganger. That is the scariest thing ever. Doppelgangers are so weird. And when you hear about people's experiences, The doppelganger has like no emotion. I have chills all over my body. This is the most terrifying topic in my opinion, like for me. It scares me so freaking much. I don't know what I would do if I saw my doppelganger. I mean, if you know me, you guys know me with reflections and everything. Like, definitely check out my games and Veronica, like all of that stuff. I screamed at my own reflection. Like, that's how much it scares me. I freak myself out by looking at my reflection. Like, what would you even do in that moment? You hear somebody in your home. The door opens into your bedroom, but it's you. You're face to face with you. Now they say if you're ever face to face with your doppelganger in the physical world, then that's bad luck and it means that you're gonna die soon. Is that true? I don't think so. I think if you come face to face with your doppelganger, there's, I don't know, that's just weird. I don't even know. I'm so scared, and I've said this before. Like, my biggest fear is my doppelganger is gonna try to take my place, and I'm gonna be trapped in like a mirror world or something. I have a mirror over there, it freaks me out. And just like how nobody would even know. Well, I guess actually, since doppelgangers have very lifeless eyes, they're very cold. But if the doppelganger is trying to take my place, I'm pretty sure she would, I don't know, put some water in her eyes or something to put a spark in there or something so she doesn't look so dead in the eyes, you know? Something like that to convince everybody that she's actually me. Like, that is my biggest fear. I don't understand, like, I've always wanted to be an identical twin, but isn't it the same thing as a doppelganger? I mean, it is. It's your doppelganger if you're identical. I just want to know, like, how is that though? Being with your twin all the time, does it ever freak you out? Like, what if it's not even really your twin? It's actually your doppelganger from another reality, another universe, and you just think you're a twin. You know? I don't know. Am I making sense? It's like my biggest fear ever. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you rock my world, and the song lyrics Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Britty44. Hashtag for Brittle Hey. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.